What's up, guys? It's Aystogon, and we're back with another review. Except this is gonna be like a MTG spoiler review. And also, I'm also Raikudo, if you guys haven't caught it. It's been some time, and I guess it's time to update you guys. If I think I need to. I'm not quite sure. There's some interesting things in there, here and there, that I can update you guys about, but who knows? I'll determine that later. I'll determine that later if anyone from the past is still watching. If not, it's just like, okay, it's like whatever. But anyways, today we're going to be looking at MTG spoilers that I think are going to have somewhat of an impact on either casual Commander or Arena Standard. Casual Arena Standard, that is. I don't play competitively too much, although I do like cards, I do like games. I'm actually in the process of building my own game, but that's neither here or there. Let's just get into the first card. Conspicuous Snoop. Red and red Goblin Rogue. Play the top card of your library revealed. You may cast Goblin spells from the top of your library. As long as the top card of your library is a Goblin card, Conspicuous Snoop has all activated abilities of that card. First thoughts. This is not only a combo piece, it's also a card engine in red that's on a creature. You play the top card of your library if you're playing a red Goblins deck anyway, but it's also just like a combo piece that's just on the battlefield. And so basically what that means is there's probably going to be a Kiki-Jiki combo here and there or something, right? You like Kiki-Jiki's on top, and this is on the battlefield. All right, you tap this. Okay, maybe you can't tap it immediately. So let's see. So you play Kiki-Jiki, and there's a Goblin top of your library, right? And then you tap this, you copy the Snoop. Okay, if you copy the Snoop, what do? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a Kiki-Jiki combo here somewhere. It sounds like it. It seems like it. It seems like I don't know where it's at, but somewhere. I don't play Modern or the older Eternal formats, so I don't quite know, but hopefully this means there are more Goblin cards in this deck, in this upcoming spoiler season, because I definitely have a Grenzo EDH deck, and I think if I play this card, I have to play more Goblins. I don't know if I have enough Goblins at the moment in order to warrant the sort of card, but this is definitely interesting / fun card to see. Definitely something I want to get. However, just because it seemed like a really strong card, I think it'll be bought out pretty quickly, and therefore, like, gouge the price. It's super cool card. The art is incredibly interesting, and I think this card is definitely more of an EDH / Eternal format kind of card. I don't think we see much play in Standard unless there's a whole bunch of Goblins coming out, but it's also a Rogue, so Robber the Rich triggers this, or this Robber the Rich's effect is triggered by this. I'm super psyched for this card. This card is definitely going to be amazing. It's definitely not going to be a Standard card, but it'll definitely be interesting. We'll have to see how it plays out in other formats. Next up, we have Heartfire Emulator. 1 red human wizard with prowess. So whenever you cast on a creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. For 1 red, sacrifice Heartfire Emulator. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. Oh geez, this seems like a pretty good card. I remember people were hating about how planeswalkers are so prominent, but now that we have this, they won't say that ever again, right? Hopefully not. Anyways, just thinking about this, it's like you play this turn 2, turn 3, you've got like, say you've got like some burn in your hand or something, a non-creature spell you're going to play. This comes out and it swings for 3, right? But then if they play a planeswalker, you can swing, and then you can sacrifice him later, and then deal 3 to the planeswalker. Because most planeswalkers aren't like living past like a 4 damage like shock or something like that, like a bolt. They're not living from a bolt after that. Assuming they use the planeswalkers appropriately, or not too far behind where they have to tick down in order to actually get a good like moderate usage out of their planeswalker. This seems pretty good. This is definitely going to be played, and I think burn at least. I think it'll definitely be tried. Whether it be played, I feel like it doesn't have haste. It doesn't have immediate damage, so that might be a problem. This feels like more of a mid-range deck, if anything. A mid-range deck might want this, but maybe burn can have this. Maybe burn. Because think of it now, the burn decks, all they want to do right now is play turn 1, dump their hand for Robber or something, or Torbrand, and so they swing out as soon as possible. Otherwise, they're gonna get like steamrolled by like the mid-range decks. Last but not least, we have Fiery Emancipation. Yes. So this is a pretty cool card. This is definitely a Timmy, janky EDH card. Very much like Nyxbloom Ancient, where Nyxbloom Ancient, I believe, was revealed last set. Nyxbloom, because that last set was, I believe, Theros block, right? Theros Beyond Death, and that's where Nyx comes from. Yeah, that's where Nyx comes from. And so that was basically like a 7 mana or 6 mana like huge tree end thing that gave you 3 mana for tapping a land. This is sort of like the same thing where it gives you 3 damage, or I guess triples your damage for however much. Like, but this is essentially like, oh, bolt for 9, right? That's the idea. It's hopefully like a super huge super cycle, but I can't imagine like if blue gets like 1 draw equals 3 draws for like a non-EDH sort of effect, right? Like if they made that for like a non-EDH format, that's gonna be hard to balance. I don't think that's something they could do. I imagine it'll be like costing way too much for like standard decks or standard games, or way too much for modern games. So I just don't see that coming out. Maybe it will. Maybe they'll find a way at a sweet spot for it. Who knows? But Fiery Emancipation reads 3 red enchantment. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead. So this is probably going to be seen in like Torbrand decks, or like super aggressive decks from their top end and Commander. This is just super strong effect. I think this will make Commander aggro decks a lot more helpful, or a lot stronger, because, let's see, this is also asymmetrical in that it doesn't affect you. It's only a source that you would deal. So like things like I'm thinking like Igneous Tunneler, I think it is, where like if a player plays more than 1 land per turn, they take 3 from the red creature, like the 2/1 goblin thing. And basically, like, even if you play 2 lands per turn, you're not gonna get hit for triple the damage, but they're gonna get hit for 9. But the odds are, if you're playing cards like that, it's like you're gonna have a low to ground deck anyway. So I'm not sure if the cost will be there, but it's definitely a crazy damaging effect. Like this is good. I think this is super good for aggro decks and EDH, but we'll see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Crazy cards we saw today, especially the Goblin. I'm super pumped for the Goblin. It makes me wonder if I want to break up my red deck or not, because that card looks sick. I gotta make sure I add more Goblins to that deck if I do keep together as well. But looking for more spoilers, more videos. Make sure you guys stay tuned, and peace out, guys.